Christopher Marlowe theory. Once the leading theatrical dramatist of the Elizabethan era, Christopher "Kit" Marlowe had the incredibly good fortune to die young and leave a large literary legacy standing in his wake. As the poetic James Dean of his era, he presented dramatic historians with a wide canvas on which to apply their sundry speculative assertions. Forever cast as the rogue, Marlowe was described in his own time as an atheist, a homosexual, and a spy. Sadly, we may never know the whole truth. Adding to this conspiratorial milieu surrounding his life, there have been suspicions that he faked his death and ostensibly continued to write under the name of William Shakespeare. Officially, Marlowe was killed in a brawl in Deptford on May 30th, 1593. Those who suggest that Marlowe was actually Shakespeare claim that he faked his death to avoid the law and lived in exile in other parts of Europe. Marlowe had come under suspicion of heresy for a manuscript he had written pointing out inconsistencies in the Bible. The date of Marlowe's death is a contributing factor to the conspiracy theories, as Shakespeare's first registered work, the epic poem Venus and Adonis, was entered into the Stationer's Register on April 18th and sold on June 12th, barely 2 weeks after Marlowe's death. The belief is that Marlowe sent his poetry to patrons in London who had it published under the name of William Shakespeare. There is also a suggestion that an actor was hired to play the public role of Shakespeare. Although an interesting story, Marlowe is just one of many people of the time suggested as being the real Shakespeare. Even if this theory is nothing more than fantasy, Shakespeare's works are heavily influenced by Marlowe's writings, if only because they knew one another and worked in common circles.